guys, and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. So do you guys remember Luke M and Demi, who came third in Love Island? They obviously came out of the villa. I don't even remember how long they were together for. They split up. Luke is with somebody else now. It's apparent that Luke M and his girlfriend Lucy are sick and tired of Demi talking about their past relationship. Demi is obviously done a Q&A or something like that on her YouTube channel, and obviously a question that pops up a lot, which I can completely understand why, what happened with her and Luke, and she finally kind of touched a little bit on it and addressed it, and they just kind of want her just to stop talking about them. So I'm gonna just go through that with you. Make sure you stick around, do hit the thumbs button, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Let's just have a listen to what she's saying.
Asked question was what happened between me and Luke, and I have been avoiding this question for such a long time, yet I am hassled by this question every single day still, so I feel like I want to address it. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to say sort of roughly what happened, because at the end of the day I want to move on.
You guys hear it? I hope you can hear it.
Them want to move on with their lives, so I think I'm just going to address it and then be done with it. So, what happened between me and Luke? So, we were all happy, we came out the villa, we catered, which was absolutely amazing. We were all sort of caught up in the whole Love Island craziness. And then we had 2 weeks worth of freedom, it was red carpets, it was events, and then COVID-19 happened and we were pushed into lockdown. As you guys know, I live extremely far down south in Portsmouth, and he lives like Redcar, quite high up north. So, I already knew that was going to be a problem. To cut the long story short, as time went on sorry guys.
Okay, first of all, let me just talk about this first part. First of all, they knew the distance, so I can't even take that as an excuse. When they were in the villa, they knew the distance. It's the same way when people decide to get into a relationship knowing the distance. Like, you can't now come when everything has gone sour, then you want to try and use the distance as an excuse. By the way, I'm gonna speak specific about what she says, but also I'm just gonna generalize it, because I think that we are in a time when we can relate to like a lot of these things as well. So one thing she was just like, and can I just say, I feel like sometimes females can be hella deluded, okay, and I'm gonna say why. Sometimes females can just be so deluded that they almost believe themselves. Like, when they're talking, they are talking like what they're saying is true, even though it's not true. Like, they can make up a lie and believe that that is the truth. But anyway, so she's there saying how, you know, they came out of the villa, that they were caught up. Okay, this is what she said. They were caught up in all of this Love Island things, red carpet, blah blah blah, and then lockdown, and then the pandemic came and lockdown happened, and they were forced into this lockdown. When she said that, it just kind of seemed like, oh, we was enjoying all of the fame basically, but then lockdown came and it just kind of took everything away, and then obviously now the distance became a thing. But it's like, but it wasn't a thing when you was probably getting free travels, free deals, everything for free. You didn't see that it was a thing. Like, do you guys see where I'm going with this? Let's carry on.
Over lockdown, I wasn't really getting my energy reciprocated, so I was getting left on red quite frequently. I wasn't really getting any phone calls, any texts, nothing. And I thought, it's lockdown, so surely you're more likely to be on your phone and making effort. So I sort of knew in my heart that something wasn't right, like it just wasn't really working. I did say to him on numerous occasions, how do you feel? Do you want to continue this? And he said he did, and he said he wanted to meet up with me when a lockdown finished. And I was quite satisfied with that. But again, weeks rolled on to months, and I noticed that our replies and our energy, effort levels were just on a steady decline. I would say it started off with Luke, however, as lockdown went on, I think where I knew I was getting left on red, I sort of knew my own worth, and therefore I maybe stopped replying to him as well. So I think it was a bit of both, really. And then all of a sudden, went on over lockdown, I wasn't really getting my energy reciprocated, so
Okay, so she says now they're in lockdown, her energy wasn't getting reciprocated, so she kind of felt some type of way. But I just kind of feel like a lot of the things that she was saying, like one thing that I do want to say, which is just like a general thing, like sometimes when you just know, like when a guy's not giving you that energy, like the responses are slow, the initiation of conversation is not really there, and you feel like you're putting a lot more effort, it's not really there. Now we have to remember, guys, when they were in the house, Luke was the one that genuinely, that really liked her first, right? I feel like she kind of contradicted herself. She was like, later she was like, you know, I feel like it was more Luke, but I obviously started doing the same, giving him the same type of energy. I'm sorry, if you really like somebody, and knowing what we know about the pandemic, we don't know when it's gonna be finished, we don't know how long it's gonna be for. If we're dating at this point now, they're dating, and you're telling me that, oh, let's see each other after the lockdown is lifted, I'm thinking, like, after all of this, I'm thinking, what do you mean? And then on top of that, you're not even putting in the energy like that, communication wise. Already, like, your energy's off. Like, already I'm gonna be like on standby, like I'm gonna be guarded, because I'm thinking, what do you mean? At least if you like make the effort, take away the fact that, you know, oh, we're gonna be breaking lockdown rules or whatever. Molly and Tommy did, and Luke T and Shanice did. Like, they could have been like, you know what, let's just spend this lockdown together, like let's move, one person stays, so do you know what I mean, so you don't actually like mix household. Like, there's a way that they could have found it if and that if is a big if, they genuinely, and another keyword is genuinely, wanted each other. But I kind of feel like once the deals were done, that was taken away from them, it was just kind of like, oh, well, am I really gonna make that effort to drive all the way or travel all the way to that person? Not really. Even Molly and whatever that guy was, I can't remember his name now, even they did it.
All of a sudden, I cannot remember the precise date, he rang me out of the blue and was like, I need to end it and I need to end it now. It was quite sudden. Which I was quite taken aback by.
But she would have known.
It then all came out in the press very quickly, and that was that. Very shortly after, I actually received some photos via my DM from a fan that had spotted Luke and Lucy in Cornwall together. I actually never told Luke this and whatever, because I didn't want beef or anything like that, but I saw it, and this was literally like probably less than 2 weeks after the public breakup, and I was like, right, okay. And then I went back.
I like her room though.
Lucy's profile to see if there was anything on there that maybe you might see that they're together. And I noticed all these like cryptic captions with loads of like shh emojis and about getting butterflies and secret eyes. And I put, and all of a sudden I cannot remember together, and obviously they must have started talking during lockdown. He then obviously wanted to meet up with her or something, or maybe was already meeting up with her, I don't know, and that's why he wanted to suddenly cut it.
Yeah, but so, she was okay.
Yeah, and then they obviously got together not long after that, or went together, or released it not long after that. This is no way bashing Luke or Lucy, because at the end of the day, I haven't met Lucy personally, I've met Luke, and he is obviously a lovely boy, but and I wish them nothing but the best. I honestly wish them happiness, and I can honestly say, hand on heart, they are so much better suited. Like, they seem like a really lovely couple.
I don't think she really wanted Luke like that in the first place.
And when I actually step back and look at it, I think actually maybe we weren't that compatible. So fair play to them, and I do wish them as much happiness in the world. But I think I was just hurt by the way it was handled. But I thought distance was the issue, but clearly it wasn't an issue because Lucy lives further. But at the end of the day, together, and obviously
that's another thing. I just kind of feel like you were okay with not meeting up, and you said this with your own words, like you were okay with you guys not meeting up, and then when he did not give you back the same energy, you also offered back the same energy. And what I don't like specifically about this is just like, I just kind of feel like this type of behavior in relationship is what we don't need. Like, it just kind of like feeds off this ideology that you can just pick and drop and cancel a relationship, like whenever it's just like there's no effort. Like even in what she said, like there was no effort from her. He's not giving you energy, okay, I'm gonna give you the energy back. Like I just kind of feel like if we continue to deal with relationships like that, we're never gonna see sustainable relationships. Like we have a massive issue. We are a microwave generation. We want things quick. We want things our way. Everything is just such an exchange. Like everything is like a deal. It's a business deal. It's like everything is so conditional. You know, if you don't do this to me, then I'm not going to do that. Like it's just too many ifs. Another thing that she did say, which is I'm just going to say as a general statement, is obviously guys, I am a strong believer that when a guy wants you, a guy will have you. Okay, some you know, people are like, you know, women can have whatever they want. Same with a man. When a man wants you, there is no excuse. Who can stop that man from getting you if he wants you? Distance will not stop him. Money will not stop him. Nothing will stop him. He will do whatever he can, whether it's lockdown. So of course when she's talking about Luke and Lucy being in Cornwall, it's like, yeah, lockdown didn't stop them, but at the end of the day you were okay. Like you did not give him the same energy. Like it's a bit hard for me to believe, because obviously in the house Luke was such a nice guy and obviously he liked her a lot, and I kind of feel like she got with him strategically and it just didn't work. And there were parts in what she said that kind of reaffirmed that for me. That was basically Demi's take. So I'm gonna do a second video. Luke has responded, so we're gonna talk about that as well from his perspective. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye.